Alright, well, what you want to do is take a look at this here tack strip. See how those little nails are? You want them so they're angling towards the wall. Get a little better shot here. See how they're angled? You want that going towards the wall. Okay? Some of the tack strips will say, you know, this way, like see that arrow right there? Some of them will have that, but sometimes they don't. So just got to make sure you get those little nails there pointed towards the wall. And then what you do is you just line it up where you want it. Cut it down to size. What I do, I just use these cheap little tin snips. You know, you get these $7, you know, and they work real good. I've used that pair for probably 15 years. Anyway, what you want to do is you want to get it about a little bit less than a 1/4 inch away from the wall. And you just nail her in. Get it like that. Kind of hard to hold the camera and do this at the same time, but then what I like to do is I go around and I put in these little 1 1/4 inch nails in between every one of these pre-nails. Those don't really hold that well, so you really want something that's going to hold it down. I just go and put one of those in between, you know, and that pretty much holds it down, because when you go to stretch that carpet on here, I mean, it's under a lot of pressure and you don't want these things pulling up. So then when you get to something like that, you know, like fireplace or anything, you just go around it, do whatever it does, and just follow it. And like when you get to a vent like this, here, I'll show you how you do a vent. You just box around it just like that, you know, you don't want to be on the inside. You just want to be right on the very edge. And again, you want those little nails pointing in towards the hole all the way around, pointing that way. So when you put the carpet on here, you just push down in the hole and it kind of grabs onto those nails real good, and then you go to cut that out. This little piece back here, I usually put another strip or 2 in there. This one's probably going to take 2. But otherwise you got to put padding in there, and that's kind of a pain. I just rather put a piece of strip in there. It's a lot easier. And then basically, I mean, you just follow that strip along the wall. You keep it about a 1/4, you know, a little less than a 1/4 inch away from everything. And you just do whatever the wall does. This one happens to be pretty straight, but if there's little bows and whatever, you know, you just follow that little less than a 1/4 inch rule. You know, in here, and this, just like when you get, that's what a corner should look like. You know, and like here, I'm going to show you, this is what, you know, like when you get to a doorway, you just do that. A lot of times though, there'll be that piece of center trim that comes down right here in the center. This particular house doesn't happen to have it, but if you have that, then you just put 3 pieces down. You put one here, and then a little one like this around that trim. You know, like this side has it, but the trim doesn't go all the way to the floor, so I could just run it straight. But if that was coming down, then I would just put a little piece there like that and just have one on either side. You know, and then here's a closet. You know, same thing. I mean, you just follow the wall and keep it about a little less than a 1/4 inch. And make sure those nails are pointed towards the wall. See, like this strip says place with arrows along toward the wall. It's got the arrow. But a lot of times the strip doesn't have that on there, so most important thing is just make sure those nails are pointed towards the wall, because if they're going the other way, they ain't going to do you any good at all. See, and then get to another, I got to a wall like this where it goes in a little bit, and the floor is a little weak there or something. They got a piece of sheet metal down there, so I just stuck more strips down there, just, you know, a couple more just to hold it in. Plus with this little indentation, it's just A little easier to get it to hold in there sometimes. But anyway, that's how you lay tack strip. You know, and the other second most important thing is that little gap. You want a little less than a 1/4 inch. This looks like it's bigger than a 1/4 inch, but trust me, it's not. It's just the camera. So on a little less than a 1/4 inch.